Okay, so the thing I like about this game is that it does give me a to-do menu. Fix the fiddle bowl. So I need horsehair. Where would I find horsehair? I don't know.
Mr. Shoulder told me he'd be at the Plough and Furrow.
Because she said horsehair to, remember? It was, perhaps I can mend this for the girl at the Devil's Toe. The bow is lacking string. And she said it's something about horsehair and, like, I have part of it. Here, resin to make it, I think. So, alright, I gotta go to the Plough and Furrow. Oh, she's open.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things. You're welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
So, you're telling me a horse isn't an animal? Maybe it was from something else I was watching that they were talking about horsehair. A horsehair bed. Supposedly it's super soft.
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house like?
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Maybe I can get maybe I can get a worm for the apple.
Can I interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out. Fresh Scotch eggs.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him.
Ooh, Lord Panswick. I gotta get milk. What can I milk? Are there any goats? I didn't see any cows. I wish I had pie, Trevor. Actually, I have some, brownie mix, but I don't know if I want to mix that up tonight or not. Maybe.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I guess I do. Alright.
Husband made an executive decision.
You are in the employ of Lord Panswick.
Aye. He employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me. But she'll be even crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
So, do we have a deal?
Aye. Bring me some milk, and I'll take you to his lordship.
Yes.
Thank you.
But hopefully, Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
I'm gonna go milk them chimkins.
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind. What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
I will.
No, I won't.
Good day.
Hey up.
I met a girl at the Devil's Toe. She gave me this broken fiddle bow.
Ha! Well, you've experienced the local folklore firsthand then, lass.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I'm a blacksmith, not a cattle farmer.
Quite. Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Never mind. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Alright.
Perhaps you'd be more interested in a Scotch egg. Freshly made, just 1 penny each.
No, thank you.
Well, it's the only animal I can see around that I can milk. Can chickens be milked? Chimkins? I don't know. Oh. I'm a little burpy, sorry, guys. It was from the hot jockey.
Good day.
How did you like your apple?
I'm afraid it is rather rotten, sir.
Hey up. That's slander, that is. Don't you be going round telling folk I'm handing out rotten apples.
Fresh Scotch eggs!
But you are. But you are. Can I go into these? There's a doggo in there.
No one here.
Alright. I gotta go back into the plow and furrow.
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start and all.
No, there's Leonard's shoulder. Joe.
Hello?
Oh, aye, she's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace? There's nowt for you here, lass.
Horrible man. How many more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day.
Just let the man have his sugar. Yeah, I did.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
What else can you tell me about this Saxnot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
No, I went to a public school, just so you guys know. So that might explain some things. But honestly, the public schools back when I went are sure as a hell were a lot better than the schools now. I know you can't milk them. I know. That's the joke.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sure the locals have filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
It's true, I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out, huh? Just me and me hens. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before my health went to bugger, eh?
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villages to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want fun out here.
I know where I can find a Scotch egg, that's for certain.
Do treat yourself to one. You'll not taste better.
What is a Scotch egg? I'm gonna look it up. Is it like a pickled egg or something? Let's see. Scotch egg. Oh. I think it's a boiled egg that's breaded and fried. Yeah, it's a Scotch egg is a boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat, coated in breadcrumbs and baked or deep fried. You know what? That sounds amazing. I want me a Scotch egg. Wow. Okay.
Is there anything else I should know?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so. What do you make of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass, I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologize.
Well, see, I'm kind of with you on eggs. I actually don't like scrambled eggs. If I'm gonna have an egg, it has to be boiled with a little bit of salt. Or over easy. I do like eggs over easy with some hash browns and bacon and maybe a little bit of toast on the side. That's the perfect greasy spoon diner breakfast for me.
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age. Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, over easy is the best. And I feel like I'm the only one who really likes, because whenever I go out, like, and we order breakfast, I feel like I'm the only one that ever orders over easy, eggs over easy. But, you know.
Hello there.
Yes?
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ted? Ted Cross?
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Are you a local, Mr. Cross?
Oh no, I'm just passing through. I'm a musician. Just myself, me guitar and me horse.
Horse hair! I'm telling ya, this is where I'm gonna get the hair for the bow.
Are you a travelling musician?
Aye. I've been playing a new song tonight. I've just finished the lyrics.
What's it about?
You'll have to come listen.
What do you make of Bewley?
Can't say that I know much about this place. I don't usually travel this far south.
I see. Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have, miss. What is it?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
Alright, so what am I supposed to be? I don't know.
You found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally. I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh? Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
I don't know what I
recall
told
my
him.
father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
What?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Ooh. What happens if I don't, what happens if I don't, pay my tab. Is he gonna want to toss me in jail too?
Who is Miss Tompkins?
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
I will. Let me finish talking to this, the bartender. I forgot his name.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from
Surprise,
outside
surprise.
of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind. Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Oh, wait, I can't go through the bathroom. She don't like going through the bathroom.
I'm not going... I don't care for being...
Okay, fine. Yes!
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
I told you.
She almost took my head off.
Uh-oh. Did I get any of the little bow? Apple. Oh, maybe I can give the apple.
Hey, girl. Would you like an apple? She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled for her liking.
Probably. I need a non-spoiled apple. How do I get that? I can't believe it's like snowing down there for you guys. Although I feel like we're in the middle of the entire US is in the middle of a huge cold snap. It has something to do with El Nino, I think. I don't know. It's just the weather's all screwed up.
I certainly don't wish to touch it.
Excrement.
Fresh and steamy. Delightful. I believe a horse to be the culprit.
I don't know.
The road disappears over the...
At some point I'm gonna have to go through there. Not assaulting horses.
I'm not sure they would be in...
Come on.
I'm not sure they would be...
I need a...
Produce is not mine to take. Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Selling them at a steal. Would miss like to buy some?
No, thank you.
I need something else that's delicious for the horse. Something going on in here. Alright, here we go. Yes, it is El Nino.
I shall name you Kenneth II.
Kenneth II. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna put the worm.
The worm has found a new home within the holes of the rotten apple.
What is El Nino? El Nino is the, I think it's the weather pattern that happens only so many years, and it brings like extreme weather. But it actually brought, I think, like milder temperatures to the U.S. for a while. But now we got this cold snap, so.
What do you want?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
So I can milk the goat. Alright, we got a bucket.
Easy, girl. I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
Maybe she would like an apple with worm.
Hey, girl. Would you like an apple? The grumpy thing isn't interested.
How about a knife? No. Yeah. I know, I'm sorry. I was keeping tracks on it. And I don't know if they're going to deliver tomorrow because it's a holiday, but definitely Tuesday. It said it's in the distribution center, so... Fucking... The USPS. Ugh.
What a wild-looking thing.
Ugh. Alright, so what I gotta do something for this goat. And it's not an apple with a worm in it.
I should try my hand at milking the goat. Be brave, Thomasina. All right, we are doing this.
What?
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me. All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head.
I think it's MLK tomorrow, his birthday. That's why.
I'm not going near that thing again.
Why not?
I'm not going...
Well, there goes my, There goes my frickin' milk.
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried, and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I've worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help, I'm certain of that. But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
I'm going to rest for a while. Ta-ra now.
Okay, so let me go see the old woman in the woods. Maybe she has something. Let's see.
Daddy, I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it. I'll fetch it for you now, all right?
What?
Daddy, you must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it? Mother took away all the knickknacks that used to sit on these shelves. The pot might look nicer a little closer to the light anyway. Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great barrow digger just like you. I hope the pot reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead. Good day.
Yes?
Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's for someone else, Mr. Bryden.
Yes, yes. I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
Well, I don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
Of course not.
What do you need to make it?
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort. I can make the poultice for you if you bring me these things. Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you.
Flirtwort? What?
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Thank you. Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
I'm never gonna find these. Because of Sherlock Holmes. Definitely, both male and female, a lot of them are British because of Sherlock Holmes.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
No, sorry.
Not to worry. Farewell.
Anything here? I know. Alright, so I need to find some herbs. I don't see anything. Ooh, shrub. Let's check this one out.
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll take some.
Alright, but I gotta go to the moors, so can I finally go to the moors? Huh? Map?
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Oh my god. I'm supposed to go to the moors. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna have to... maybe, what's this? Produce? Vegetables? Are there any herbs?
Tins of corned beef. Ghastly. The box is full of various sprouts and onions. Nothing particularly tempting. Not tempting.
Dang it. Alright. I do like the British accents. Although I was just talking to my nephew over Christmas. He was talking how he hates British accents.
Excuse me, Miss Bailey.
How?
I'm in something of a hurry. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Which work is that quote from?
What?
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
Alright, do I have to follow this guy?
Mutton pies!
Who's this guy? Nobody. Wait, where did the father go? Was he in a hurry to the bar? I don't know where he went. Fine, we'll just go to the moors. Or some of the other... I don't know. Ah, take it. No. I do love me a good British accent, though. I don't know how you can hate it. Oh, wrong way. I don't know. Chimkins.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
Hey, they're fine. My nephew is, he's a good kid. Alright, where am I gonna find these flirtwort? Maybe I gotta flirt with some guys. Oh, there's a bunny.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave. There may be a Barrow.
Dang it, I wanna...
The produce is not mine to take.
Mutton pies!
No, I didn't mean to knock on a freaking door. I'm not a grave
Anyone is
robber.
home.
Gabby.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
Ugh.
Ta-ra, miss.
Flirtwort. Where am I gonna find... Fly. I can't enunciate. Where am I gonna find flirtwort? I might have to. Where's that one guy who was like really into me?
The window box is well out of reach. These flowers look pretty. Someone must take good care of them.
Let's see. Can I open the window? No.
I've hung my dress. Aside from that,
I don't know, maybe. She was flirting with that one guy who was like being really like flirty. Even though she says she never wants to get married. Because she's married to the graves.
I can't think of anything else.
Bugger off!
Ah, the unmistakable charm of old Cyril.
Well, you tell me if anything in these pixels actually look like daisies.
I don't think anyone is home.
That's the shrub. She said on the moors. Pretty much. She doesn't want to settle down. All right, come on. Let me go. There's. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up flirtwort. I don't know where this shit is. And I don't know what to feed the dang horse. Maybe the horse would like the elderflower.
I don't wish to feed this to the horse. Hey girl, would you like an apple? She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled for her liking.
Flirtwort. Ask her again. Fine, hold on.
I don't wish to give that away.
Fine. No.
Good day.
Yes?
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwater's not commonly found around Bewley. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Thank you. Farewell.
See, they didn't get me anywhere. Alright, we're gonna go to the station. No. Exit. Nothing. Oh wait, what's this? Damn it! The horse would eat it. It just brings me the same way. Hernwood, Devil's Toe. Ooh, Mr. Braden's farm. Maybe?
Finally. We shall expo first. I need to...
Okay, I know, but I'm looking. Are there any, Except it won't... I'm looking everywhere. Everywhere. What? Oh, crap. Look what you made me do! Now I can't see you guys. Alright, there we go. It won't let me go to the moors. Look.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
And Edinburgh. Oh, good idea. Well, shit.
The flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach, he won't be back until tomorrow.
Where is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb. He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Tower garden? I need to get up there.
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of course. He's got a lovely collection of cuttings up there. You'll have to ask him to show you.
I bet
It
you
does sound rather pleasant. It's a shame he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door somewhere.
I suspect the flirtwort is up there.
Do you know where Father Roach keeps his spare key?
No, that's his business. If I did know, I'd fetch it myself and take you up there.
Not to worry.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside somewhere. For safekeeping, like. Were it in the graveyard?
The grave!
Oh, I don't know. Best wait till he gets back, pet.
I found out my father visited Bewley some 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
Bateman? William Bateman? I remember a William Baldwin. He were a right miserable sod.
My father was only in Bewley briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
You'll have to ask him. I don't recall anyone of that name.
My father took part in an excavation at Hobbs Barrow. Do you recall the excavation?
I concern myself only with matters related to the church. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful.
What do you make of these stones?
They are not Christian. I'm certain of that.
I knew she would
I
say that.
agree. Much older, I feel.
Older than Christianity? Oh, the youth of today.
These box pews are most unusual. I've never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewley folk like our privacy. Many of the pews are owned by individual families.
Some might accuse you of hiding secrets.
Now, pet.
I jest.
At my age, it's hard to climb in and out of them. I'd rather stand.
What?
Does the name
Whatever.
Saxnot mean anything to you?
Is that a village near Erdlow?
No, never mind. Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I don't, pet.
Not to worry. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Okay, let's go dig up that grave. Doggo's barking.
I may be a barrow digger.
Ugh!
Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby. Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven. Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister. Today she dances with angels.
This is not getting...
Joseph Davis. John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence. Forever in light, Anne Kemp.
Well, it's sitting there, like, beckoning to me.
William Paxton, modest and gentle of heart.
She said the graveyard, but there's nothing there. Or, hold on.
This appears to be a recent...
No. Maybe on one of the plaques.
In memory of George Paxton. In memory of Peter Black. In memory of...
This is not getting me anywhere. Let's see.
I'm not sure what that would achieve. No, that won't work.
Hey, I've actually touched corpses before. After a while, you get used to it. Although I do have to say the weirdest part, and I can't explain it, but the thing that bothered me the most was how cold they were. And you're like, that's the thing that bothered you? Yes. Yeah, but I can't get in there.
It's locked.
I need the key.
The worm is happy in his new home.
Perfect.
This appears to be a...
Okay, but you do. It becomes very clinical when you're dealing with it. Well, because I worked at a funeral home years ago. About 13, 14 years ago? Yeah. What is this? Well, somebody has to do it. What am I?
No, that won't achieve anything useful. No, that won't work. No, that's not it.
It's in the graveyard. That's what she said. What she said to wait for him to get back, but I don't have time to wait for him to get back. He's got to... What am I missing? Oh, that's very true. Alright, access Father Roche's rooftop. Gather ingredients for poultice. Help Mr. Bryden with his aching joints. Find milk from... This all got a lot of shit to do. Fix the fiddle bow. Find workmen for my excavation. Investigate local folklore. Explore Bewley. And there's... I just got... And it's only day 2. What's this question mark? Oh. Understood. It's just this. She said it was in the, is in the graveyard. She didn't know where, but just to wait for Father Roche to come back.
There's nothing else. That's not mine to interfere with. This must belong to Mrs. de Plancy. I can't see how that will help me.
Put it in there. Black. There isn't... I was looking at them.
In memory of William Ager. In memory of Mabel Hurst. In memory of Benjamin Garkham. In memory of Millicent Smith.
There is
in memory of Henry Crozier.
I tried to...
Of Romeo
oh, here we go.
Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet.
Oh. Okay, see, that was the one I didn't look at.
It would take me a month of Sundays to scratch away the plaster with a knife. In memory... This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
No, I need my chisel.
I think I can chip away at this plaster. There's a key behind here. This has to be Father Roche's spare.
Did I get it? Yes. Okay, now we're gonna go get the flirt wart.
Capital.
Just trespassing. Nothing going on here. Nobody look. I'm just I'm just sightseeing. Ooh.
A small label on the pot reads flirtwort. This is just what I need. Father Roach has amassed quite the collection here. I don't wish to disturb it.
It's always the one I didn't look at. Always. Alright, so I gotta bring these to Mildred Walker.
I should put the key back.
Oh, dang it.
There. I hope that stays on.
Alright.
I can't see how that will... Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over. No, this is not elderflower. It's cowbane.
What?
An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh.
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
And I thought I was finally getting somewhere. Okay. But we're gonna give... we're gonna give... See if maybe the horse is gonna take this. Maybe the horse will eat it. Let's see. Cow's bane.
I don't wish to feed this to the horse.
Oh, but I do! What am I gonna do with cow's bane? I don't see no shrubs. It's fine for horses. Are horses cows? No. The horse can eat it. Now, I wouldn't feed it to a cow, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what. No feeding that to cows. Oh, here's Jane.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Maybe she'll want this one.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm!
The box is full of... I'm not hungry.
Wait, hold on.
I saw a big worm in that apple you gave me. Disgusting!
You'll pay for any damaged goods.
Sorry, miss.
Dang it. Sorry,
Hello
Kenneth.
again, little worm. Good day.
Fresh produce.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Alright, let's try it again.
I dare...
Easy. Yuck, a worm!
She's busy picking up... I'm not hungry. She's busy picking up the tin can.
So, clearly I have to do
The
something
produce
with
is-
this. Alright, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
You'll pay.
Sorry, miss.
But it's... Kenneth loves it. It's his new home.
Hello again, little...
Alright, what do I do now? I don't see no shrubs. Anybody see shrubs? I see none. No. Why does finding herbs have to be so hard? That wasn't even that bad of a... That was barely an ugh. That was a sigh. That was a sigh mixed with a little bit of an ugh. So I don't want to hear no crying. No cryings. What? Yes, I did, but we'll go back.
The box is full of various sprouts and onions. Nothing particularly tempting.
Oh, herbs.
This looks like elderflower to me.
Aha.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm!
Yeah, it was a sug.
Oi, put those back!
Sorry.
No, come on. I have to give her something.
Hello again, little worm. I don't wish to give that away.
Fine, fine. You just want me to have somebody feed this to their cow and kill them. I understand.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm!
Okay.
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
Ooh.
I'll let the worm enjoy his new home.
Aww. But what if somebody steps on him? Alright, let's go to the cottage. I fed it to Kenneth.
Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over. There you go. Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
Alright.
Yes?
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try. Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again. I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
What is that spelling of milk?
Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
Whew. So many achievements. Man, it's starting to get pretty chilly, and I am like doubled up too. I've got 2 pants on, well, leggings underneath my pajama pants, 2 shirts on, really like warm socks, and I'm still cold. Alright.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't.
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then.
Hopefully he doesn't shoot at me.
Come on over. It's not much further.
I bet you it's the guy who was flirting with me. I bet you.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then. What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
Dang. Poor woman.
Where is Lord Panswick?
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
Shite. I don't know.
I've no time for frolicking with the flock.
Why not? It's fun. Frolicking is fun.
Some fine-looking flowers. Some fine-looking...
Alright, well... At least I know where, Panswick Manor is now. What do I give this woman? How about the knife?
I shan't lower myself to such barbarity.
But I would! I would. Oh, I don't know.
I don't wish to give that. No, that won't achieve.
Milk with tea is actually pretty good in certain types of teas. But I use the nut milks or whatever in it. It's pretty good. I mean, they are British. They do that type of thing. Let's see.
Miss Fenchurch is a cruel-looking woman, her face set in a permanent scowl. I'm not sure they would be interested. I don't wish to give... I don't wish to...
Well, I'm not getting anywhere here.
It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps? Some fine...
I would take those flowers. I mean, there's a reason you can look at them.
Miss Tompkins looks more anxious every time I see her.
I don't have a sick beater whip.
I'm not sure they would...
No, they wouldn't be interested. Now what? See, this looks the same.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon.
Hold on. So, Penswick had that same carved stone over his house, and now Mr. Shoulder has it. I wonder if this has to do with whatever religion he's after. No, I'm not gonna tell her that. Alright, let me go find Leonard Shoulder. He's at the bar. Hey, who's this guy?
Good day.
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting. What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna take bite out of random people's food.
I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
I can't contain myself. You know me and redheads. Which is kind of funny because Leon S. Kennedy is not a redhead. But that's okay. I'll make an exception. Alright.
There's nothing else I wish to...
Oh, Leonard
I
Childers
don't need to use...
not gonna help me.
I can't think of any... Hello there.
Yes?
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's an unusual name for a horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats. But it feels wrong to change it.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
Except I don't have anything to feed her.
I have nothing else. I really don't want a Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Selling them at a steal. Would miss like to buy some?
No, thank you. The produce is not mine to take. The produce...
Fresh Scotch eggs!
I really don't want a mutton pie or a Scotch egg.
Why not? I'm about ready to get up and wrap myself in this Reaper blanket. Jasmine's upstairs sleeping or something. Ugh.
I can't think.
What did I use my money on? Oh yeah, beer. All right, I'm wrapped. Now what? Let's see, to do. Fix the fiddle bow. Find workmen for my excavation. Investigate local folklore. It was from like the 90s, too. I think it was like a Saturn game. I need to find something to feed this horse.
I'll let the worm...
Is it? Okay, because... yeah, that might be one I have to look up. What do you mean no look up? Where am I going to get food for this horse? I need something from that one guy selling the pies.
More pies!
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Yeah, you would. Come on. Can't I hold them up for some pies?
I'm not sure they...
Fresh Scotch eggs!
No, that's not it. I don't wish to lose an eye. I'll have to gain her trust.
So, as long as it's not horse meat.
Mr. Long mustn't be in. I can't think of it.
No, I'm not nuts. Thank you very much. Somebody's got to do something about this woman.
I don't wish to give that away. I could just pick this up. Some fine-looking flowers. Some fine...
Okay, then pick them up.
I could just pick this up.
Well, then pick it up! Dang it!
That is well out of my reach.
I'll take that risk.
The water is icy cold. Father Roach has amassed quite... I already took some.
Dang it. Alright, alright. No. Find out more. Workmen. Where's my map? Oh, I can't. Never mind. I wanted to quick travel to not have to do this animation again, but it won't wait. I'm trying to find something to feed the horse so I can get the hair, so I can fix this fiddle and give it to the little feral girl out in the moors.
The bucket is...
And I'm supposed to find people who can help
Can't
me
think of any...
with the excavation tomorrow.
I certainly don't.
Why not? Here, we'll pick it up with the trowel.
I shan't be dragging any of my possessions through that mess.
Oh, there's a sugar cube from the one dude? Okay, hold on. That makes sense.
Hands off me, sugar!
I think this is supposed to be for all the patrons, sir.
I said hands off!
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
See, I would never have figured that out.
Here you go. Eat this. Good girl. Hopefully that's gained some trust between us. I can't rip the hair from her tail with my bare hands.
Knife?
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Okay.
I must coat the hair with something waxy first, otherwise the string will have no friction. There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now. I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Alright, now I've got to find the kid.
Look what I have for you.
So what just happened? What?
My head is spinning. What happened?
That's what I'm saying.
Hello? Where did she go? The girl left her fiddle behind. I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
Now what? Where would I even find the kid? Wait, let's see, to do. Find workmen. So I gotta find workmen. Maybe this guy. I find this interesting.
I don't wish to give that away. I already took some. I'm not going to waste my time with him any further. I don't care for being yelled at.
Now where am I gonna find some workmen? Nobody there. Well, remember there were those guys in the woods. What happened to them? I guess they finished their job and they were done.
I can't think of anything else. I shouldn't end.
Oh, I'm running out of options. Alright, Mildred. Really?
I'm not sure they would be... fiddle and bow, left to me by the young girl at the Devil's Toe. I have nothing else. It's probably safer if I don't draw any more attention to myself. It's...
No.
Good day.
Freshly picked would miss.
No, I don't think anyone is home.
I don't think there's anybody there.
Hello? Is anyone home? He's not answering. I can't think of any...
Well, shit. I don't know what to do at this point. I have no monies.
I don't wish to...
And I don't know how to move things along.
I've stored a box within.
Maybe there's more stuff in my box.
I don't wish to carry a... Nobody home. The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Oh, where am I gonna find some workers?
I can't think of it. The blacksmith.
I had to do something at Lord Penswick's, and I don't know what to do. I got there, and then we're just stuck, basically, so...
Miss Tompkins looks... Where is Lord Penswick?
Sorry, ma'am. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Penswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
Well, go and fetch him, then.
I could just... I'm not sure they would be interested.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And perhaps the odd grouse.
Told you it was the guy.
Greetings, my lady. Lord James Penswick, at your disposal.
You're Lord Penswick?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Yes, to be frank.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobbs Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite. For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobbs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobbs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes?
Yes.
But...
Farewell, my beauty.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, this guy's crazy.
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks. Please let us get on with our toil. If you do as his lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow.
They have some decent equipment here. It will be more than useful for the excavation.
Please let us... If you...
Alright. Oh boy.
Good day.
Oh, another strumpet looking to find her way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
I'm nothing of the sort.
Ha! I've seen plenty of your sort before.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing me here, Miss Tompkins.
You're welcome, Mum.
Alright, I need some of those Bakewell puddings.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy. Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently. Me thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley, the most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet. There's nought that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, Pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. Duplancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
That's not mine to inter-
Yeah, it is.
This
Come
must
on.
belong to Mrs.
Ugh. How am I gonna get those Bakewell puddings? Convince Mrs. There must be a way.
I don't wish to get...
Let's see. Hey, who's this guy?
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment. The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque, on which is inscribed the name Albert Duplancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
The simple wooden cross... Hello? Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. Duplancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Maybe I need a gravestone.
The simple wooden cross bears...
Now how do I do that? Cheat, lie, distract, maim, and murder? Sounds like a good time. Alright.
Good day to you, Pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. Duplancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford nowt more than a simple wooden cross. He were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
Ooh, I bet you it's the flowers that Lord Panswick has.
What does a hippeastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers.
Yep.
Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippeastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Alright. I know where I gotta go now. What? I gotta be out of here. No quick traveling indoors.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. Duplancy mentioned. There's no scent.
You get away from my hippeastrum!
Ah, apologies.
Move!
Well, that confirms it.
Well, it saved the game for me. But fine, I'll do a hard save. Chudah 3? There we go.
Those flowers. May I please take one?
Are you deaf and daft? Bugger off!
How am I gonna get these dang flowers?
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me, or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them. Sorry, Mum. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
Oh,
I
man.
see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
I swear, every time I feel like I'm getting somewhere, I have to help someone else.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum?
Uh...
Oh, please, Mum.
God.
I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
Goodbye.
I'd best get back to work.
Bet you he's in a grave. Alright, the milkman is missing, and Miss Tompkins would like me to find him. Ah. Damn it.
Good day.
Hello there.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Thank you. Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
The road to the east. Until Miss Fenchurch is satisfied, I guess.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not. Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece. Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed. We talked about this one already. The red urn you buried in the garden for me. It seems like such a long time ago. I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient.
Do we have to, like, look at every single one?
This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood. I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Yeah, she did burn all his notes.
There's something ahead on the road.
Finally! Finally!
My God!
What?
Mr. Ambrose! I'm going to help you.
Alright, I've got to get him out of there. Alright, so...
Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free. He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery, and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
Who were lost in visions of hell itself, the devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
What?
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
My love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand.
Hold on, I
As we
wanted to
made
look
the
around.
arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
Somebody drugged him.
My love.
Eddie!
Yay, kissing!
Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Aye, thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
They're gonna elope. Such
Good luck, you
romance. May they find... Yeah, see, elopers. May they find happiness together. Come on, I want to go in. Alright, fine, whatever. Alright, so... Where do I... Oh, I want to check this out.
These flowers, perhaps they had a queer effect on Mr. Ambrose's mind. Perhaps I could show them to Mildred Walker. Bakewell, 32 miles. Bewley really was in complete isolation before the railway line came in.
Anything else?
The milk is not salvageable.
Dang it.
Mr. Ambrose's cart has been smashed to pieces.
Who did it? Alright. Man, where do we go? The church.
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. de Plancy.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
Well, yeah.
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you.
Yeah, that's
That is
pretty
what I fear.
horrific.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so.
I'm sorry.
These flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church.
Ooh.
You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist.
Yes.
You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
Woohoo! I'm getting some Bakewell puddings, and you know what that means? It's going to Lord Panswick, and then we're gonna romance. Yes. Actually, I don't know. He seems like he's kind of weird.
Here they are.
That's okay. I'll still kiss him. I'll still kiss him. Oh, man.
The vision returns.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
You are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
Lord Panswick.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my every whim. Or do I?
He does!
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
Listen, this is the perfect setup for a romance. Come on! And it's British. It's like Pride and Prejudice, except it's not. Okay, yes. Why not?
Why not?
Splendid. I'm glad the rain doesn't put you off. You like to live a little dangerously, don't you, Thomasina? Let us stroll to the beck.
That sounds nice.
Romance and the moors. A little rain never hurt anyone.
We walked side by side down to the beck, his hand occasionally brushing my own. Despite Lord Panswick's entertaining company, I had an overwhelming feeling that time was being wasted.
That's okay. Romance is never waste.
We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind. Father, could he be saved from his suffering? Was the answer to be found within Hobbs Barrow? I ached to find out. I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings. Seemingly disheartened by my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswick soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
Dang it, I was expecting a kiss.
Finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
Romance isn't a waste. I mean, if there was no romance, me and Chusbin wouldn't be together.
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold. Time to head back to the plough and furrow.
Alright, fine. Oh, so dark. What? What, Chudah? What?
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Your lordship.
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
I don't trust this guy at all, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Why not?
Why not?
Splendid. You heard the fair lady.
There you are.
Thank you.
Everyone, raise your glasses to Miss Bateman. May she conquer Hobbs Barrow and find all that she desires. Hip hip!
Hooray!
You don't wish to join me in a beverage?
Oh, you go ahead, my dear. Alcohol does not sit well with my constitution.
Thank you, your lordship. I needed that.
I aim to provide you with whatever your heart desires. I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves. Mr. Shoulder?
What? What is this awkward silence?
Your lordship?
Awkward silence!
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Marvellous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistance?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the plough and furrow.
I know he doesn't even drink, which is fine with me, because that means more booze for me.
What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
You've changed your tunes, Stanley. An exciting time for Bewley. I thought you didn't want me to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Well, what can I get you?
I'm fine for now, thank you. I have nothing else to ask for the time being. I'll leave those two to their conversation.
Tower. Seen her.
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside. In the alley.
Suspicious.
He's stinking drunk, but let's hear what he has to say. Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here? Leave me be, lass.
Fine, fine.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologise to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man.
What?
He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what you were on about.
Oh?
Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited, I concentrated, and it finally came back to me.
Please, you're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Is he just sleeping in the woods?
Hurry now, Leonard.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
Aye, and it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
What?
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days?
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She would laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bit.
Wait.
What?
Who goes there?
They're gonna murder me.
Did you hear something? Ah, a moonlight tryst. After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle. Don't make me ask twice.
I'll still kiss him.
I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard. It's sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks.
Oh, man. Can you, like, sing a little louder, buddy? I can't even understand what you're saying. Alright, that's enough.
So, Thomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Saxnot were cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, I were not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
But how do I...
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
This is all very suspicious. I don't know. Oh my god.
I must undo what has been done. Father, I'm coming.
Okay, we're gonna save. I think this is it's a brand new day. Gabby's gotta go to bed. I've made it to the I don't know, I got a bunch of other shit to do. And I gotta find out if Lord Penswick really wants to murder me and if it's still worth kissing him or not. But we'll do that next Sunday. I'm gonna save.